Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory that's definitely due to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakah Kodash. I'm from the Prophets in Babylon out of the Waco, Texas camp, affiliated with the branch of Prophets in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida. I'm your brother Atiak. I'd like to give a special double honors to the elders and apostles on down at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the elect. May the blessing of election be upon your household and on you sincere brothers and you few sisters out there that listen. And lesson for today, a breakdown of John chapter 14, verse 1 through 4. So I'll start here in John chapter 14 and verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in Yahweh, believe also in me. Now this is Yahweh Shai talking to the disciples when he was on earth. And, you know, we can't let our hearts be troubled. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in the things that go on, you know, in our own personal lot that we're in. But we also have to not be so troubled to the point that we forget about Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, we have to continue on, you know, and that's what Satan does. Satan, you know, does these things, you know, be in certain situations. But no matter what, we have to believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, when you read, I believe it's in Hebrews chapter 12, the Lord has to chasten. And, you know, the chastening that you go through, sometimes it can have you trouble. Well, it might be from family situations. It could be financial situations, trouble between you and your woman that you're dealing with, things of that nature. You know, that trouble can come all kind of ways. But you can't let yourself be so troubled that you don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because that's all of that goes on in your life is a test, you know. And I say that, and I speak first and foremost with myself, and I speak this also with you, you know, fellow brothers and you few sisters out there that listen and believe, man. We got to believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai no matter what, man. You know, the times are increasingly getting worse and worse, but it's, as you know, and it's really a distraction. The main focus is to believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, which means He is or He exists. And then you have the Son's name, which is Yahweh Shai, which means He that delivers. So the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know, we have to believe in them because they'll get us out of the situations. When Jacob's trouble comes, there's certain situations, brothers, and maybe a few sisters be caught up in. But those who believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will be able to you know, deal, because you know why? Because they believe. Because this is what this whole thing is about: believing and trusting in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The 2/3 of Israel, they don't believe. You know, this is why when we go out on the highways and the byways, you know, you see Jake and Eve, they just walking on by. They're not, you know, because they don't believe. But we believe. That's why we're out on the highways and the hedges. This is why we do these videos and so on and so on, you know. So verse 2, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. Yeah. So in the house are many mansions, which that could consist of many planets. Not, I believe the brother was saying last night that I was listening to GMS Kansas City Prophets. I believe he said that there was they discovered like 6,000 other planets that's in the universe. You know, um, we're gonna have those spiritual bodies. You know, and so being with how those spiritual bodies, we'll be able to travel to all the different planets. Right now, my mindset, like Elder Yashawamba said, the beloved brother up in Dallas, he said this, that right now I'm satisfied to get the earth settled. You know what I'm saying? To get it in order, because we've been living in disorder for so long. You know what I mean? So, but just imagine, the Lord is preparing all the different planets for us to, you know, be able to go and travel. You know, some brothers may even be living on those planets. Who knows? How Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to set it up. But we're going to be in those spiritual bodies. So, out there in space, you got to have all this special gear and things like that, which proves to you that it wasn't meant for man to be out in that atmosphere in these mortal bodies, but in those bodies that are going to be perfected, we're going to be able to go anywhere we want to. So Yahweh Shai said he's going to go prepare a place. Verse 3, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself. That is when the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to come with those he's going to come down, the fatherships, they're going to come, the chariots, they're going to rescue us, So that's what Yahweh Shai was speaking of. When he comes back, be looking for him, because he's going to come and rescue us, man. So that's what we're looking forward to. And receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. Yeah. So we'll be with Yahweh Shai, man. Lord willing, we are the hopeful elect. We're gonna be able to be around Yahweh Shai, be around the Heavenly Father and Yahweh Shai, man. That's beautiful. That's those who are the elect. So that'll be like the how that's in the nation of Israel, it's a chosen people. But even in it's a chosen. The nation of Israel is the chosen nation. But within Israel, there's those who are chosen that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has dealt with. Those who are the elect. Those who were, that helped create the foundation of the earth, the universe, So that's a beautiful thing, man. Wow. So Yahweh Shai is gonna come get us, man. And we're gonna be with him. Where he is, that's where we'll be, And whether I go, ye know, and ye will, and the way ye know. Yeah, so where the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to be, that's where we're going to be, So, that's a beautiful thing to be able to be around Yahweh Shai, to be around the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, That's man, words can't even put that together, man. So it's something to look forward to. But it all begins with John chapter 14:1. Believe in Yahweh and also believe in me, which me means Yahweh Shai, man. So it all begins and ends with, well, it never ends, but it all begins with having the belief, in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So Lord willing, I hope that this breakdown was edifying to you brothers and you few sisters out there. Once again, I want to give all praises and honor and glory that's definitely due to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakak Radash. Special double honors to the elders and apostles on down at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Until the next time, Lord willing, I'll say Shalom.